Questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow. Let your business.
Morning, everyone. This is Steve Fleetwood here from Star Business Consulting, and welcome to podcast 16. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about brand awareness for sales hypergrowth number 7 for the financial year 26-27. So brand awareness is very key for fast uptake for any sort of sales strategies. And we're going through here, you've gone through the analytics and the evaluations of new markets, and perhaps even gone to the market and come back and now you've got feedback. So you must consider your brand optics, position and perception to the market and its alignment to your business experience. So they have to be all in alignment with your market for your particular product and service. And obviously, the stronger and more well known the brand, the easier sales will become. And in fact, what happens sometimes as your brand becomes stronger, your sales skills within your organization may become weaker. But you don't want that. You want them both twin prong, very strong in their own rights. So let's ensure we have the basics of brand building and foundations in place. Otherwise, it will be counterintuitive for all your resources, your time, energy, resources, your sales plan. If your brand is underdeveloped, okay, and not aligned. So remember, it goes from brand power to market power to earnings power, strength of margins, free cash flow. This is what earnings power is. It's the consistency of top line, okay, and free cash flow, with the last being social empowerment for the general community at a state, local, and federal level, of course. So, individually, as a leader, you might have a very strong personality or charisma or drive, like myself, and thus put too much effort, not too much effort, excuse me, in brand development, and solely rely on what we call the first entrepreneurial or leadership trait, which is the statesman, the person out at front for your brand. So, however, at a certain stage of business development, you'll be required to develop your brand power and brand awareness. Otherwise, you'll be leaving money on the table, or sometimes we call it missing treasure chest in your forest, your market. I had one experience with a CEO once. We're in his boardroom and we're looking at his industry and all his markets. I started pointing him out all the different types of sub-markets, and at the end of the day, it was like 5 different sub-markets and industries that he could have picked up for himself. So if he had a stronger brand, he may have captured those other markets rather than the individual sales of sales staff. So just bear that in mind, what some of the benefits of having a stronger brand in the marketplace. That's for yourself. So step 1, again, develop unique points of differentiation and your blue ocean strategies or innovative value. Okay, and obviously you want to keep it simple, and 3 to 5 points of differentiation, how you are in the marketplace. Just remember, people are always very curious how you differ from the general marketplace for your product and service. So really take advantage of that with your creative, inventive powers for your organization, with your marketing and marketing planning and development, and obviously build that into your brand development. So people like to try new things, especially in regards to products and service. I think the last podcast I talked about people don't like change, but that was within the context of their finances and investments. So different contexts, and people love researching and trying new uh, um, products and services and see what sort of innovation and is coming to the market, and just for some sort of excitement for their lives. So especially for business level 1 and 2, level 1 under 1 million, business level 2 1 to 10 million. Okay, so make sure you have at least 3 plus target markets and go through their psychodemographics. Okay, and once you understand that, you'll be able to start thinking, putting yourself in their shoes, put their cap on, put yourself in their shoes, and walk down a mile and start thinking from their point of view. Okay. And make sure you have multivariates for each different segmentation and how you're going to service them. Okay, so for older people, we'll have a different type of service level than, say, the Zs and millennials. All right, and how you're going to reach them and their different contact points and different channel points. So here we've got a very good, simple roadmap or template for your business plan for 26-27 that you can do for yourself. And this is really for business level 1 and 2. And you should start doing this as the leader, if you're the CEO, doing it yourself in your own time before you start going to your board or your other business partners and other directors. Okay, so you've at least done some prior mapping, thinking and research and evaluation rather than just sitting down, okay, this is our current business plan. How are we tracking? What's the market going to look like in 2 to 5 years? You've actually done some forethought beforehand, and this is a nice, easy model and template step through for you. If you're 10 million plus business level 3, 4, then you should be looking at your business plan weekly, all on digital, of course. So here they've collapsed business strategy, ECB into business strategy. How do we win in the marketplace and so forth? The scope, where do we compete? What's our competitive advantages? And remember, the holy grail is sustainable strategic advantage or competitive advantage. And reason why that's the holy grail is because you are continually looking at the tipping point of the spear into the market and how people are going to attack and reduce your earnings power, or what we call moats for protection. So you're going to have to develop the twin leadership characteristic of evaluating competition and the other one of not comparing yourself with competition, which is blue ocean strategy, which is a unique mental stream or thought map. Which requires some sort of mental maturity or mental agility where you can think both side by side. This is where intellect and wisdom comes in, right? It's the paradox where they both run side by side. We keep both streams of thought going at the same time. But that comes with maturity to be able to do that. And obviously, you get that from experience or maturity. So again, go deep into your target audience, what their needs, wants, and desires are. If you can use Maslow's, that's a good starting point where you can just jot down points. What's your resources? What's your marketing budget here, and the best application for your marketing budget. So we have substantiation points or proof of concept. So you need to be able to, I wouldn't say guarantee, but have proof of concept for your customers that your product and service is of high quality. So brand architectural logic and guidelines. Are you going to use Google? How are you going to reach? Are you going to do networking? And that's all in our book, actually, all the different styles of how to do brand architecture. Yeah, so target audience, have a think about your channels, not just your target audience, and how people can introduce you to new markets as well. Excuse me. Okay, so the classic sales funnel, that really comes down last. Again, we're talking about brand awareness and brand power today and your marketing strategy. Just a quick overview for 26, 27. So there's a nice simple template for you to do over coffee or lunch before you start to dig deeper and plan out better with your staff and directors and partners and so forth. So it should only take you about an hour, but put you ahead of the game and you start thinking in the next 6, 12 months before your competitors are doing that right now. So, all right, Steve Fleet from Star Business Consulting, brand awareness and how to do that for 26, 27. And we should be doing another EC email consult that's a little bit higher by Friday. So have a great day. Thank you very much.
Early open minds, questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow. Let your business grow. Real talk, real change. Leaders sharing